Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Rotary Club of Edina. I'm Sam Thompson and I'm proud to be your 66th president. Right. We're coming to you live from the Edina Country Club and also on Zoom. We have 48 people that have pre-registered live and 17 that have pre-registered on Zoom. Today is Earth Day. And 51 years ago was the first Earth Day that was held on April 22nd, 1970. Rotary International last June made an announcement that environment is going to be their new 7th area of focus. This will become official July 1st when Michael Stanzak's president of 2021. Yay, Michael! So in recognition of Earth Day, I'd like to show a very short 3.5-minute video. Since our club has been supporting water and sanitation projects, we actually have been protecting the earth and environment. Bonnie Wallstad's International Grants Committee supported 2 projects this past year one in India, or two in India, and one in Uganda. And we also have a small group leaving in May for a water project in Guatemala. At our district conference, which will be May 1st, it's a Saturday, the theme is Growing in Service, Growing in New Ways. And the focus will be on protecting our environment. It's in Brooklyn Park. It goes from 10 until 2. And as part of the conference, we will be planting trees. And there are many 8 by 10 foot trees are going to be planted. Tom Gump, our district governor, who's here, has told me, hey Tom, he's told me you will not get dirty, that there is a service that'll be digging the holes, and we just need to take the tree and put it in the hole. So that should be pretty easy. And to register, you go to Rotary5950.org, and the first 20 people that register from our club, we will pay for it. So you just need to pay for it online and then send your receipt into Becky and you'll get reimbursed. And Tim Murphy will be receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award, and Lindsay Smaka will be getting the Edina Rotary Global Scholars Award, and Paul Peterson will be providing the music, and I know Paul's here. Hey, Paul!
Food trucks and an ice cream truck.
All right, food trucks and an ice cream truck. Yay, Jody. As we move forward this next year, we will discover together how Rotary opens opportunities to help us expand our service and preserve the home that we all share. And now for member updates. I just heard last night that Arthur Rouner is hospitalized with kidney stones, and he has now an infection from it. He's very weak, but he would love to have emails if you can email him. And also, he'd appreciate any prayers that you can send his way. I have sad news that John Schwarz passed this past week. He's been a member since 1987. He was an executive with Dayton's and Target until he moved to Kenya in the late 80s with his wife, Babby. And they founded the Kinyago Dandora School there. And they were involved with several water projects in the area that actually were supported by our club. So keep John's family and friends in your thoughts and prayers. And Kayla Beehler, one of our new members. I know Kayla's here. She's over on the side there. Her company, Village Shores Senior Community, won 4 of the best awards from the Reader's Choice Awards associated with the Sun Current newspapers in Richfield. So they received the best senior apartments, the best assisted living, the best memory care, and the best retirement community. So Kayla's on the left in this photo, yay! And she's with her boss, Judy Kosnick, who's on the right. So congratulations, Kayla, that's very exciting. And we go from Kayla to Kaylin. Kaylin Eidsness just celebrated her 35th birthday last week in the desert in Tucson. And she ended up with 12 fishhook barbs in her hand from this cactus. She said she's doing fine. So happy, painful, belated birthday, Kaylin. And Tim Murphy is at home. He went home. Hey, Tim. And I know he's on Zoom today with Aunt Platt. Aunt went over to his house. So nice shout out for Tim. Nice to have you with us, Tim. He's still doing his therapy. That sounds like it's going well. He's improving, which is great. And he will be at the conference on May 1st. Tim plans to attend to receive his Lifetime Achievement Award. So that's really exciting. We'd love to have a big participation from our club. And Rotary in the news. I want to mention that we're having Summer Camp Enterprise. This is brand new for us. We have our fall program, and this is our summer. The dates are June 21st through 24th. They are half days. The theme is Lemonade Stand Challenge, so it should be a lot of fun. It's geared towards 8th and 10th graders. Our fall program would be juniors and seniors. This is 8th and 10th graders, so this would be our farm team. So we need mentors and judges, so please see me or Scott Blake, who's up front, if you're interested in being a mentor or a judge. Birthdays, Nick Van Beek. I think Nick may be in the audience here. We have one birthday next week on the 28th. And anniversaries, a couple anniversaries is next week, so congratulations. And assisting off podium, greeter San Asado, Zoom greeter Ken Anderson, front desk helping Fred is Axel Steer, photographer Jennifer Hendrickson, and our AV support, Ryan Wilson and Scott Blake up front here. Thank you, gentlemen. And with that, I'd like to call up Paul Peterson for the invocation pledge and the four-way test.
Good afternoon. Bow our heads. God, help us as Rotarians to be a beacon of light, love, and safety for our city, our country, and the world. Guide us to be inclusive and empathetic of others, no matter what our differences. Guide our steps to be an example to others as we know love can heal the world. Amen. Pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it true? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Have a good one.
The following visiting guests and Rotarians, that pretty much takes care of it. Tom Gump, our illustrious district governor, is here. And again, Tim Murphy's online, so let's give him a round of applause. All right.
Well, good afternoon. It's my honor and pleasure to give you an update on community service. I work with an awesome team here with our club and in our volunteer, and part of things that come under our committee is our project with the Lake Street. And if you remember, our particular company that we've been matched with is Post Plus. And Sandy Schley, in a typical Sandy Schley fashion, has been working with the owner there, Amina Osman, doing a fabulous job developing a great relationship and garnering and coordinating all the resources from all of you generous people in our club that are willing to help Amina out to restore her business. So just to give you a quick update on that, I know she's been working with Brad Hepp. Brad, thank you so much. All the insurance assistance you've been giving her. There's been a lot of repairs going on in terms of maintenance, and people have been working with her on that front. She's getting support from Gary Peterson and Ryan Wilson on accounting, marketing assistance. Katie's been doing a fabulous job along with others, and Jen as well. And then Rob Redding has really taken her under his wing with regard to mentorship with leadership. And you get to meet her in person as she's going to become visiting our chapter on May 27th. And I know you're going to welcome her with open arms, and she's just so excited to be part of that. So that's on that front. We'll continue to give you updates, and we're super excited. So on another front, our club, our committee, has actually 3 goals for this year. And one of those goals is to organize a service project for a local grants recipient. And I'm super excited to say that this recipient that we are going to put a service project for is My Very Own Bed, which delivers twin-sized beds to kids who just don't have them. So we are going to be, actually Kelly Burnett and her committee is going to be honoring them with a check with Meg Cobb Day on June 3rd. And then we're going to kick that off for our service project. So on June 4th, we're going to be able to have a shift of up to 4 people. Becky will be sending that out for people who want to volunteer for that. And if we get more individuals who want to be part of that shift of actually delivering the beds to the kids, we can set up some additional shifts. And then also, we are going to be kicking off a bedding drive for new bedding for twin-size beds. So you'll get that list going on as well. So it's going to be really exciting from that front. And we're continuing to work on our other goals, which of course are VEAP, and we're finishing up Cornerstone and our other recipients. So more to come on all that front, but that's a good update, and thanks so much for all of you who have really helped. Thanks.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the local grants committee, I'm excited to introduce another one of our grant recipients. Today we have Courtney Poja here from Cornerstone, and she's going to share a little bit about the project that we donated to. Courtney.
Thanks, Kelly. And so as Kelly said, I'm with Cornerstone, and so we work with families and individuals impacted by domestic violence, sexual violence, and human trafficking. So we operate an emergency shelter for anybody who's in imminent danger of interpersonal violence. So the project that your club is supporting, and which we're so grateful for, is a serenity room in our emergency shelter. So our shelter is currently set up into apartments with some common areas. And we built the building about 15 years ago, and since then we've been really hard on it, as you can imagine, lots of people in and out. But we've also learned a lot about the way we provide services and how to do that better. So the space that you'll be supporting is going to be a trauma-informed space for people who come to us in, as you can imagine, a pretty serious crisis, to be able to meet with their advocates in safety and privacy, as well as to be able to connect with each other, and when it's possible, to have folks from the outside come in and provide additional services. One of the other pieces about the room that's going to be really exciting for us is we're going to have, because of your support, convertible couches into beds so we can house people for even just one night. So as you can imagine, we do get a lot of people from around the state who come to the cities. They need to flee the state, they're trying to find safety, they need a place to stay maybe for one night so they can get on the bus, things like that. And so your support will allow us to provide that really temporary emergency safe housing for folks as they're making that journey towards safety. So I just wanted to say thank you again to your club. We just appreciate your ongoing partnership, both through support as well as volunteer opportunities, and we are looking forward to being able to have some of those again soon. But I just wanted to say thank you again for your incredible support.
Okay, I have a couple more announcements and then we'll start our program. We are having tonight a community conversation. It's at 7 o'clock and it is on Zoom, and the information to register or to actually tap into Zoom was in the Barker. So hopefully you all have that. If not, certainly reach out to me and I can send that link to you. We will process the impact of the trial of Officer Chauvin and the killings of George Floyd and Dante Wright. It will be hosted by Josh Sprague and Sylvester Thomas from the Race and Equity Committee, and the purpose really is to listen. We're not planning on finding any solutions. We just want to have a conversation and listen. So hope you can join us. And we have one fireside chat left, and that is with Bonnie Rolstead on April 26th at 5 o'clock, and you can go to our website to sign up. And now we will get into our program, and Michael Stanzak will be introducing our speaker. A little bit about Michael. He graduated from Edina West in 1976, then graduated in booing. Oh my. And then graduated in accounting from UW-Eau Claire in 1981, and that is where he met his wife, Janet. Michael became the dealer operator at Key Cadillac in 2011. Michael and Janet have been married for 36 years. They live in Chanhassen with their English Springer Spaniel Marley and have two grown children, Adam and Natalie. Michael is currently our president-elect and is looking forward to becoming president in 2021-22. Please welcome up Michael.
Hello, everyone. I get the pleasure of introducing Jennifer Bennerotte, and we were talking about her the other day, and one past president said, "What does she do?" And that past president says, "Well, she's a person who runs the city of Edina." The other person says, "Oh, no. she's a person that runs the Rotary Club of Edina. Well, I think they're both right. It's my honor and privilege to introduce Jennifer Bennerotte. Jennifer joined the club in November of 2004 and was sponsored by Seal Smith. Jennifer's classification is communications, and Jennifer serves as the Director of Communications and Technology at the City of Edina. In fact, I think she manages a bunch of people. I could be wrong. Jennifer was president of our club in 2015-16 Rotary year when the presidential theme was Be a Gift to the World. And a gift to our club she certainly is. From today's Women in Leadership Awards to drafting and mending our bylaws, she's really good at that, Josh, by the way, designing and printing invites, banners, signage, and brochures, serving as an officer in District 5950, ordering gifts for members and presidents, coordinating Andy and Elmer's literacy project, serving on the foundation board, and on and on and on and on. The list is simply too long to recite here today, but suffice it to say that Jennifer's service to our club touches much of what we do every day. And her many contributions are at the very heart of what makes the Rotary Club of Edina such a success. Jennifer and her family, including husband Matt and son Jack, live in Cannon Falls, somewhere between 45 minutes and 2 hours from Edina, depending upon the traffic. According to Jennifer, she's spent 9.4% of her life in her car, which she tells me has been a very great place to do some thinking. Please help me welcome my friend and fellow Rotarian who certainly get things done, Jennifer Bennerotte.
Hi, everyone. I think most of you know I'm not a person who really likes to be behind a podium in front of a bunch of people. I'm a person who really prefers to work behind the scenes. And so when I was president in 2015, 2016, I relied a lot on our past presidents, our board, and other friends in Rotary to help me out with that. That year, Tim Murphy was our district governor, and so he and I talked a lot. So I put together today's presentation, and I'm driving into work today, and my dashboard came up that Tim Murphy was calling me. And I was actually on another call with someone from the Edina Community Foundation, so I couldn't take it. And I wasn't quite sure, did Tim really mean to call me right now? So I get off the phone with Dick, and a few minutes later, my dashboard says that Tim Murphy's calling me again. And so I answer it, and it's Tim Murphy. And he just started with, God bless you. And I'm like, God bless you, Tim. I had a beautiful conversation with him. I was so happy to hear and see him because he was on FaceTime. But it was like the world reminding me of the love we have in Rotary for each other. And it was that little support I needed to get up today to do this presentation. So happy that Ann was able to get Tim on Zoom today. And if the presentation isn't quite as good as it might have been, just remember I didn't talk to Tim before I put it together. So why are we doing this today? So Rotary International asks clubs to do 2 club assemblies each year. One of the assemblies we do each year is our transition meeting at the end of June, where we transfer leadership from one president to the next. We're also supposed to do a training like this every year. And this is maybe one of our areas of opportunity as a club to do more of these training sessions, because the last time we had one was in the fall of 2019. So what we're going to do today is talk about some really basic things. I don't know what happened to my game. Anyways, we'll give you a second to get this all hooked back up again. But we're going to talk about some really basic things and play a game called Kahoot. I'll be honest with you, as Sam was going through his monologue, he has already given you 4 answers today. So if you were paying attention earlier, you should be really good at this game. So if you could, and you have the technology, pull out a smartphone or tablet. This is not something you are usually encouraged to do, but today's your day if you have that technology. We know we can include our Zoomers at home in this as well. The first thing you'll be asked to do is put in the game pin, that is 314378, and then put in your name. These are the names that are popping up on the screen. So try to make it something so I know who you are and can celebrate your wins. Here's how the game works. I'm going to read a question that's on the screen. And following the question, there will be multiple choice answers. So on your phone or tablet, you're going to choose the color and shape of the correct answer. Except for the first question, you're going to have 20 seconds to answer each question. In this game, you get points not only for accuracy or speed, but speed. So if you answer a question correctly, but Jody answers the question correctly too, whichever one of you answered it faster will get more points. So, give you just a second again to get logged in if you choose to play. And Sam, I think I'll take that other microphone if that's okay. All right, that's super loud compared to the last one. Oh yeah. You like it?
Now give the other shoulder. And don't stand under the speaker.
Thank you. Yep. I do have two sons. I have a 16-year-old named Evan. He is the one who brought COVID into our home, but we still love him very much. So maybe that's why Michael didn't mention it, because he knew we were a little sour about that, but we do still love him and claim him. Okay. Anyone else want to join or having trouble? Raise your hand and I'll help you out. All right, let's get started with the first question. All right, here we go. The first question is, who is our current club president? Again, I told you softball questions to get going here. Is it Bruce Byer, Sam Thompson, Jeff O, or Josh Fred? Oh, look at everyone got it right.
Yeah, I should have gotten it wrong.
Oh, and here we go. Eli is in the lead. That means he answered first. Next question, another easy one for you. Who will be our club president on July 1st? Do we know? Is it Shelley, Michael Stanzak, or Joe Hayes? So again, red, we don't know. Oh, sorry, Zoomers. I'll get better at this. So of course, it's Michael. Let's see who's fastest this time. Eli's still doing his thing, but Jody and Nick are getting in there now. Okay.
It's all about the internet.
It is.
Next question. What is our current Rotary theme? So, red, sow the seeds of love. Blue, light up Rotary. Gold, be a gift to the world. Or green, Rotary opens opportunities.
Right on the screen.
The Zoomers need me to say it. Right, if you're paying attention, or on the screen earlier, the answer is Rotary opens opportunities. So now not everyone's a winner.
I quit.
Ooh, Eli, he's got a race going at his own table. Next question. How many committees do we have as a club? Is it red 15, blue 25, gold 35, or green 45? Ooh, we really split this one, guys. We have 45 committees.
I knew it was a lie.
And Jody takes the lead. As a club, not counting our foundation board of directors, we have 5 officers and 9 directors. And those people oversee all of these 45 committees.
Who's the Tom Gump fan? Do you think that's
Next question. How many committees are each of you expected to be on? If we have 45 committees, how many as a member should you be on? Answer options: 0 red, 1 blue, 5 gold, or 10 green.
Only Tom
Good job, 24 of you. The answer is 1. We want you to be on at least one committee. Of course, if you have the time and bandwidth and energy to be on more than one committee, that's great, but you should be on one committee. If you are not currently on a committee and you're interested in something, ask somebody in the room who the chair of that committee is, or talk to Sam, and we will get you on that committee.
Yeah, just create it. If there is any other option, like option number 1, 2, 3.
Jody remains in the lead.
Watch out.
Figure it out.
Next question. Which of the following committees is new this year? Is it red, Edina Rotary Helping Hands, blue, Race and Equity, gold, Community Service, or green, International Service? One of you is really slow on this one. And the answer is Race and Equity. Some of you might think that the Rotary Helping Hands Committee is new this year. That actually formed at the very end of last Rotary year in response to COVID-19. Jody's pulling ahead. She's ahead by 200 points, guys. Don't give up. Next question. What are the requirements to be nominated for a board position? If you want to join the board, what do you need? Is it red, membership in good standing, blue, pulse, gold, Paul Harris Fellow status, or green, previous work as a committee chair? Oh, the 5 of you who picked Pulse, I hope you were just kidding. The answer is membership in good standing. So that's according to our bylaws. Generally, though, I'll tell you that the nominating committee is looking for people who have been involved in the club. It would be pretty rare for you to be asked to join the board without having been on some committees in the past. And really what we want as a club is what we call 2-deep leadership. That means that the committees not only identify their chair, but the person who will follow him or her in leadership. That way they're kind of working hand in hand and there's a seamless transition from year to year. All right, let's see who's winning.
I can pay that whole thing today.
Okay, we had some movement. Good job, Ryan, Kayla, and Fred. But yeah, Jody's gonna be hard to beat. You know, all it took for Jody was we said we could use phones in the meeting today. She knows I love her. All right, question 8. What does the money raised at our fall fundraiser go toward? Is it international projects, local grants, Thanksgiving baskets, or our youth exchange program? Look at that. They're all right. That means you all got it right, guys. There's no whining. Everybody got it right. Oh no, Jody lost her connection. It's a new game. Okay, so here's the deal with the fundraiser. For the Edina Rotary Foundation, we typically do that fundraiser in the fall. And our goal each year is to raise about $100,000. All of that money is used to support our club's, what we call committed projects. The projects that our committees plan. So that's Thanksgiving baskets in November. It's our youth exchange program. It's our holiday gift program in December. It's packing meals for Veep, Cornerstone, and Feed My Starving Children. It's all the things that we plan as a club. And we also use that money to give away both local and international grants from our club. All right, let's see who's winning. Who is in the Tom Gump fan club officially? Doug Johnson takes the lead. But Ryan's got some fire. He's got eight in a row. All right, next question. What does money donated to the Rotary Foundation support? Is it preventing disease, red, providing clean water, blue, supporting education, yellow, or growing local economies, green? Again, you're all winners. All of these things. Rotary has 7 areas of focus beginning in July. Those are promoting peace, fighting disease, providing clean water, sanitation and hygiene, saving mothers and children, supporting education, growing local economies, and protecting the environment. So when you donate to the Rotary Foundation, it supports projects under all of those causes. Whoa. Ryan, listen to the lead. Wow. Next question. If you want to be a Paul Harris Fellow, where do you donate? Is it red, the Edina Rotary Foundation, blue, the Rotary Foundation, gold, Rotary International, or green, either the Edina Rotary Foundation or the Rotary Foundation? Okay, so I knew this was going to trip you up. This is the trick question. And as the person who gets all of our club mail at City Hall, I can tell you we get a lot of checks written to the Edina Rotary Foundation that were really intended for the Rotary Foundation and vice versa. So if you are choosing to make a donation to support our club projects, you will attend the fall fundraiser or write a check to the Edina Rotary Foundation. If you are looking to donate to the Rotary Foundation toward your Paul Harris Fellowship status, you will write your check to the Rotary Foundation. Of course, this is what makes it, I think, a bit confusing for us, besides the fact that the names kind of sound the same. When we donate to the Rotary Foundation, some of that money comes back to us, to our district, to support our local projects. But do not be confused by that. You want to be a Paul Harris Fellow? The Rotary Foundation. You want to support our club projects? Edina Rotary Foundation. And the fact is, we really do want you to donate to both. All right, let's see who's winning. We've had some movement. Ryan remains in the lead.
I pressed the wrong button.
No, there were no wrong answers, Kayla. Nice excuse. Okay, next question. How much money do you have to donate to the Rotary Foundation to be recognized as a Paul Harris Fellow? Is it red, $334, blue, $1,000? I'm so slow. Okay, there were 2 answers this time. You need to donate $1,000 to be a Paul Harris Fellow or achieve the next status level in the Paul Harris Fellowship Program. But if you are a first-time donor to the Rotary Foundation, if you're not already a Paul Harris Fellow, you can donate $334 and our club will match you to get you to that $1,000 level to get your first Paul Harris Fellowship. You might recall, I think it was a few months ago now, Susan announced that we've used our points to make everyone who was in our club a Paul Harris Fellow, so we could be a 100% Paul Harris Fellowship club. The last time we did that was when Sandy Schley was president, so that's a very special thing. All right, let's see who's winning. Ryan remains in the lead. Next question. He's got like 3 devices going over there. How many areas of focus does Rotary have? Is it red, 4, blue, 7, yellow, 21, or green, 100? All right, 9 of you, I'm really ashamed because we have now talked about this 3 times today. The answer is 7. The answer is 7. Ryan Wilson! You're joining our board, kid. We might have to have some tutoring sessions. All right, next question. What is Rotary's newest focus? Ryan, if you get this wrong, we are going to have a talk after. Is it red? Red, protecting the environment. Blue, fighting disease. Yellow, promoting peace. Or green, growing local economies? Yes, it is protecting the environment. As a reminder, we will celebrate this new cause at the Rotary District Conference next Saturday when we plant some trees, but not really. Tom remains in the lead. And he has a streak of 10 correct answers in a row. Next question, true or false? Do we have our own app with members' contact information? Is it blue true or red false? The answer is true. If you go to your app store, Google Play, or it's just called the iTunes store now, right? It's called Club Runner. Club Runner, one word, nice little blue background like you saw on the screen when I asked the question. To log into that app, you simply use the same login you use to log into our Rotary website. Let's see who's winning. You know, Tom's still ahead here, but we do all 4 of these people are making a game. And Love's dog is back with an answer streak of 3. Is that Sonia? Yes, it is. Okay. Well, Anne's online, so it could have been. All right, question 15. Whose responsibility is it to update your contact information on our website, which populates that app? It's not Jennifer Bennerotte. Is it red? President Sam Thompson. Blue, Secretary Shelley Loper. Yellow, Club Administrator Becky Mikulski. Or green, it's your responsibility. Yeah, this is accurate. Here's the deal. It is your responsibility to make sure that the club has your correct contact information. If you can't figure out how to do that though, please call me or Becky because it's really important that we have your contact information. But really know that it's your job. And so if you call me to help, I might sound a little judgy about it. I'll do it and I'll enjoy our conversation, but it is your job to do it. All right. It's good. Ooh, Michael. Is this Michael Stanzak? Yes, it is.
Oh, we're in good hands next year.
And Jim W. is back in the game with 3 in a row. Okay. Next question. Whose responsibility is it to find a replacement if you can't do your meeting job? Is it red, Sam Thompson? Blue, Club Service Director Fred Sylvester? Gold, Club Administrator Becky Mikulski? Or green, you are responsible. Think that. The thing is, Fred and I are making a lot of eye contact here because that's not what's happening, guys. That's not what's happening. So when you're assigned a duty, we try to assign those several months in advance. Now, this last year's been a little bit different because of the pandemic, but when you get that quarterly, biannual list of assignments, you should look at it right away. And you should put it in your calendar. I know. But if you forget to do that, our club service director, Fred Sylvester, will send you a very friendly email reminding you that you have an upcoming club duty and to find a replacement if you can't do it. And he will say, please confirm that you are going to do this. Yes, I do read your emails. Then what happens is, if you don't respond, he's going to call you. And he's going to say, hey, Jennifer, are you able to thank the speaker next week? And you'll be like, oh, yes, I asked Jody to do it. And he will say, okay, well, you should have told me that, Jennifer. But I got that down, and I know that Jody's going to thank the speaker. So as you can see, you can save Fred and Becky a lot of time if you plan for your assignment and you confirm that you're so happy to do it. Right. Okay. All right, this is just a poll. Nobody's going to get any points for this. Are you feeling Zoom fatigue? You know, our club's worked really hard to continue offering program, but we want to know, nope, you're fine with the club doing everything it's doing. That's red. Is it blue? Yes, but you understand we have some events we just need to keep doing. Is it gold? Yes. Stop planning so many virtual meetings. Or are you not sure? Is that green? We're asking this just so we kind of have an idea of, okay. Okay, so the answer is yes. We're all kind of tired out of Zoom, but we know that we need to keep doing it. We have 45 committees, and we have 2 boards, and we have a lot of social events. And so we are using Zoom a lot, and I know our leadership just kind of wanted to know how we were feeling as we move forward. We're at the end of this pandemic, pretty close to anyone who wants a vaccination can get one, and we'll start to see some restrictions lifted, and we'll be able to do more in-person things again, but we're not quite there yet, so that's why this question is important to them. Okay, next. This is it. Who's the winner? In 3rd place. 2nd place. Ryan, 2nd place. And our winner is... Now, you know what's beautiful about this? We should all be so excited for him to be our next president. He's ready. All right, we have just a few minutes left. At this point, does anyone have any questions that your officers, board members, other leaders, me as your trainer could help answer?
Is the price Cadillac rental for a
Terry Stevens.
Okay, so what does the club do with all of the money that is not spent on some normal things, i.e. youth exchange?
Okay, so great question. Terry's question is, what are we doing with the money we're not spending because we're not able to do it this year, like youth exchange? So a few months ago, the Edina Rotary Foundation board asked all of the committee chairs, are you going to spend all your money? If not, let us know how much you're not going to spend. Some projects like youth exchange we knew just weren't happening. And we clawed that money back from those committees, and we are awarding those in additional grants this year. Kelley had a version 2.0 and a version 3.0 because she ended up with more money for community service, so you'll see a lot more grant presentations as a result. Terry, next question.
Okay, another money question. So normally we get 100 people in attendance, and so you pay the club for 105 lunches. But now that's not the case. So what happens to that money?
This one I can't answer. Joe Hayes, you want to take it as treasurer or Sam?
I will.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, so what we've done, and we talked about this earlier in the year, number one, we're doing hybrid.
Could you state the question again for the...
Okay, yeah, the question is, what are we doing with the money where people are not all showing up for the meeting, right? We used to have 100, and now we're doing about 50. We're doing hybrid. We did not budget for hybrid, so there is a cost for having a hybrid meeting. And we're actually, I mean, that's a good question. We're trying to determine, should we continue to do hybrid meetings? Because I think people like that option if you can't make a meeting to do hybrid. We also are giving a credit, and I don't know if everybody knows this, because I've heard some people tell me, oh, I didn't realize that. But you do get a credit of $10 if you pre-register. You have to pre-register with Zoom. So that always shows up the next quarter. So you may have noticed that you're getting some credits. So we're doing that. And so those are really the two main things that we're doing. The board is having discussions, the club board is having discussions. If there is any extra money, how should we look at that? I mean, one opportunity is that we move it over to the foundation and give out more grants. The other is we could continue to offset that and have more credits for your next bill. So we've had those discussions. I will tell you our club's doing very well, so it's not like we're financially hurting. But we did not budget for this too, and there's a cost for that.
Thanks for answering. I'll also say, like, yeah, maybe we're making a little too much money. I don't know, I'm not on the club board, but I'll tell you what, Rotary clubs around the world are suffering right now. Membership is dropping off. They are not in a strong financial position. Personally, I would rather be in this position than be figuring out if we need to dissolve as a club. So I think we owe a great debt of gratitude to Josh Bragg and Sam Thompson for keeping us going these last 14 months.
Well, Jennifer, you are truly a gift to Rotary. That was great, wasn't it? That was a lot of fun. It was great, but it was a lot of fun. So, Jennifer, from literacy and peace to water and health, Rotary is a global network of 1.2 million problem solvers who unite to take action, to create lasting change, to better our world. And in honor of your leadership here today, Jennifer, we will make a donation to Every Meal, which is formerly known as the Sheridan Story, which is an organization focused on providing weekend and other food gap programs to over 10,000 children in the Twin Cities metropolitan area. Thank you.
Okay, next week's speaker is Rochus Voiler, MD, talking about minimally invasive cardiac surgery. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking ahead, April 22nd is our community conversation. Fireside chat, as mentioned, April 26th with Bonnie. And May 5th is Vocational Happy Hour, and that is Lindsay Smaka will be our speaker. I want to thank everybody for attending live. I thought this was a lot of fun, really enjoyed what Jennifer did. Thank you for Zoom for being here with us, and Tim to be with us, that's great. And Courtney, thanks so much for attending, and Jennifer, well done. I loved it. Want to leave you with a quote. To succeed, you have to believe in something with such passion that it becomes reality. Anita Roddick, businesswoman and environmentalist. With that, meeting adjourned.